Some.
Yeah. You don't do the basketball deal?
Nah, my God, Jerry
well,
does
it's
that.
a short day for you.
Yeah.
Just thoughts on Doyle today.
Just tremendous, and what we hoped for, just a big time fastball, and it plays even harder than the radar gun he's on the ball. Low 90s, maybe some mid 90s, but it's got so much ride to it, and certainly on a day like today, chilly day with the wind blowing in from right. It was a good day to pitch, especially if you're from New Hampshire, but even with that, I thought, going through the lineup and either in the third, I guess it was the third inning, the lineup flipped over again. He was able to throw a few more pitches and threw a good slider to Kuntz, throwing a left-hander in there. He threw some good change-ups again before he exited. So, really, really impressive.
We noticed that Nichols hadn't pitched in a little while.
Yeah.
Anything that went into that, or just kind of wasn't the right time?
No. And I shared it with the team, and I think I shared it with Chase, and somebody had asked, separately. He was on the back end of a lot of games. He ended up getting hot 5 days in a row, or 5 games in a row. And even though he didn't pitch, he was in the bullpen, and a lot of times that's like you pitch, and when you get up and get down. So he did that last Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and so we really didn't want him to pitch, in the middle of the week, this past week. And then when he didn't pitch last night, he was going to come in the game, no matter what the score was. And so we talked about it. We said, hey, we know Doyle's not going to, go but maybe 3 or 4. You will come in at that point if it's a close game. If it's not, then there's a 10-run rule in effect, so we got to make sure we get you in. And so at worst, you'll come in the 6th inning and pitch a couple innings. But as I shared with the team, what a cool thing, and not only is he a great player, but he's super selfless. And so a guy that understands that sometimes he's the older guy, and he's got to let the other guys get some opportunities. He hadn't been out there in 10 days, and to look that sharp, and not pitch in 10 days live, is pretty impressive. But that's, again, because, he's a team first guy, and just proud of him.
Just your thoughts on Hill tonight and his season as a whole so far?
Well, obviously he's gotten off to a slow start, but what you've seen the last, couple games, and really even going further back than that, is what we've seen for 6 months, and what a special player he is. And you look tonight, he's 2 for 2 with two walks, and he's such a good all-around player. But when people always look at the offense first, and he's a special offensive player, and he's starting to swing like we all know he can.
And defensively, I just kind of want to highlight that, because I thought he's been
terrific.
There.
He's been terrific. He really has, and that's hard sometimes. When the expectations are so high that you want to do so well offensively, you watch a lot of guys let it carry over to your defense, and he hasn't done that. And so again, another selfless guy that knows that he's better than what he's doing offensively, but still can help us defensively, and he's done that all year.
What have you thought of Braden Randall so far? Maybe not a guy we've talked about a whole lot.
Yeah, terrific. He terrific defensively. He's terrific on the bases, and he's given us some really good at-bats. Another big at-bat today, extend the lead, but just a tough as nails kid, and really great. He can bunt, can run, a little different player than a lot of the makeup of our players. So it's nice to have that in the lineup.
Thanks, Mike.
Thank you.